For 5 years, I lived my life depending on injections just to stay alive. Not occasionally, not sometimes, every single day, morning and night. Because I was told if I stopped even for a moment, I might not survive. It all started in 2010 when I was diagnosed with diabetes. At first, I didn't fully understand what it meant. But as time went on, the reality began to settle in. This wasn't something temporary. This was something I was expected to live with for the rest of my life. I was placed on insulin day and night, and I followed the instruction strictly because I had no choice. Anytime I missed even one dose, my body would react immediately. Strange symptoms would show up. My system would become unstable. And honestly, it was terrifying. It felt like my life was hanging on a thin line. But what made it even worse was what I already knew about my family. There was a pattern. Early death connected to strange health conditions. And the most painful part was that it didn't take long, sometimes just a 2-year gap, and something tragic would happen again. So when this happened to me, I wasn't just dealing with sickness. I was dealing with fear, deep fear. Fear that maybe this was how my story would end too. I did everything I could. I followed medical advice. I took my medications faithfully. I avoided certain foods. I adjusted my lifestyle. I did my best because I wanted to live. But deep down, there was no peace. Then in 2015, I made a decision. I took my case to God, not casually, but seriously, desperately. And I heard something that changed everything for me. I was told, long-term afflictions are not normal. That statement stayed with me because for years I had started to accept it as normal. Then I heard something else. What you don't want, don't watch. And that was the moment something changed inside me. I stopped accepting. I stopped tolerating. I made up my mind. This was not going to be my end. Then came another instruction to enter into a covenant with God. And I made a decision that even surprised me. Every month, I knew how much I was spending on medication. It was not small. It was what kept me alive. But I decided to redirect that money. Instead of spending it on drugs, I began to use it as a seed to support God's work. It wasn't easy because humanly speaking, it didn't make sense. But I held on to faith. Then came that moment. After that season, after that decision, something happened. The symptoms disappeared. just like that. No struggle, no gradual process. One moment they were there, the next they were gone. My blood sugar levels normalized. And the shocking part, I stopped taking insulin and nothing happened. No reactions, no symptoms, no fear. For the first time in years, I felt free. There were foods that I had avoided since 2010, foods I was warned never to touch, but now I could eat them freely without any complications. That was when it hit me. This wasn't medicine. This was not luck. This was God. 5 years of dependence, 5 years of fear, 5 years of living carefully just to survive ended. If you're watching me right now and you've been dealing with something for a long time, something that feels like it will never go away, please don't give up. There is a God who can step into your situation and change everything. What doctors say is permanent, God can reverse. What has become a pattern, God can break. Your story is not over. Today, I stand as a testimony, not because I figured it out, but because God showed up. And if He did it for me, He can do it for you. Because even now, still, God works.